Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Gingy. I'm on my lunch break right now, and I was just in Good Word. And I'm going to talk about something that's real touchy, man. Let me tell you, this really affected me as a baby in Christ, even BC, before Christ. Good things happening or bad things happening to good people. That used to be a huge touchy subject for me. I was like, I don't understand this. Why would God even allow bad things to happen to good people? For example, my mother passed away, and my mother is my only family, and that was one thing I was like, God, why would this even happen? I didn't even expect that you would even allow this to happen, because I don't have a father figure. I don't really have family like that. My mother was my only family. She was a good woman. She knew the word. She was a disciple. She went out. She spread the word. Why? And I couldn't understand it. And as I started getting closer into my relationship with God, and as I started studying into the word, if you go back all the way to Genesis, in the very beginning with Adam and Eve, God is trying to show us something. All the stories in the Bible, even through our life and even in your life, he's trying to show us something. Take it back to Adam and Eve. Their sin affected us. What they did affected us. And it's like, why would that makes no sense. Like, why would he allow that to happen? What God is trying to get us to see is that we are a unit. We are unity. We are one body. That not to have the mindset that do you, I'm gonna do me, and whatever you do is not gonna affect me. That's a lie, because everything that we do, even if you don't think about it, the choices that we make affect other people. And I want to take it real quick. Let me see. I'm going to open your Bibles real quick. All right, to Deuteronomy 30:19, and it says right here, "This day I call heaven and earth as witnesses against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessings and curses." So he says, I set before you life and death. He lays it right before us. You got life, you got death. Which one are you going to choose? And he says, so that you and your children, he says, now choose life, so that you and your children may live, and that you may love the Lord your God. Listen to his voice and hold fast to him, for the Lord is your life, and he will give you many years in the land he's sworn to give your fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So he says, I place before you blessings and curses, life and death. Choose life. He says, you got a choice. Every decision that you make, you got a choice. But the choices that you choose are going to affect either a positive or a negative towards people that are around you, siblings that are around you, even if you don't have your brother and sister in Christ, even if he's not your brother in Christ and he just don't even believe in God, it may affect him. And everybody looks at it so much on a negative side, and they're like, why would this happen? But nobody tends to give God thanks that because this person decided to create electricity way back then, because this person was obedient and diligent in what they were doing, it affects us. We never look at the positive things that fall down from generational thing, having good health on a generational, because your grandparents had great health, and that fell down, and it's a good thing. It's not a generational curse, but it falls down. It's a blessing. Having long life, some families live longer than others. That's a blessing. But then there's also a curse too as well that ties into diabetes, cancer. Those are curses, and people can't tend to see that they all affect upon to the next generation. So also too as well, where it says here in Exodus 20 verse 4, it says, okay, and this is going to be the hard one. This is one that was real hard for me too as well. It says that there are curses, and it ties into this. It says, Exodus 20, verse 5, it says, you shall not bow down to them or worship them, for I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God, punishing the children for the sins of the parents to the third and the fourth generation of those who hate me, but showing love to 1,000 generations of those who love me and keep my commandments. Those who love me. So yes, you love God, but a lot of people just want to keep I love God, but do you keep his commandments too as well? So it even says right here that it falls, the curses fall down upon the generation to keep on going. You have the power to stop generational curses instead of just kicking up your feet and be like, oh, woe is me. God, why would you allow this to happen? I just hate you and I'm going to run away and that's it. No, it's his turn. Love him. And that he can bless you abundantly so that you can stop that generational curse. I trust and believe I'm stopping the generational curse in my family when it comes to diabetes. That's something that is passed down. A lot of people have it in my family. But I got knowledge and I went out of the way to, I used to weigh 200 pounds and I lost 70 pounds. And the reason why I weigh 200 pounds is because I had a generational curse. I didn't know no better. I didn't have knowledge on what I should input into my body. So it was a curse because my mother didn't pass it down to me because she didn't know no better. So I know this is a touchy subject. I know a lot of people are going to have a lot of things to say about this and not agree with me, but you have to understand that what God is trying to show us right here and what he's trying to get us to see is that stop being selfish. It's not just about you. It's about everybody else. Everything that we do, we're a family, we're a unity. That is what he wants us to be. He loves us all, but he's a family. He wants us to love thy neighbor. Okay? Love you guys. Go forth. Be prosperous. Have a blessed day. Get in your word. Get connected. All right.